Hi fellow crafters. Today I have another fun fold card idea to share with you. One that creates an overlap and a fun pocket inside. I'm going to be using my Decorative Borders stamp set and my Dandy Designs designer series paper. I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. Shall we get started? If this is the first time you're visiting my YouTube channel, hi, I'm Terri from nutsaboutsstamping.com. I love sharing projects and techniques for rubber stamping, paper crafting, and scrapbooking with you each week. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be the first to be notified when my next video goes live. Be sure to watch all the way through my video for my bonus tips and design ideas. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet, I would love for you to choose me. I'll link to my online stores in the description box under this video. Now, let's get going with this easy, beautiful fun fold. The Decorative Borders stamp set includes flowers, leaves, and lines that you can use as borders, corners, and more. You can stamp them in black to make a bold statement and then add color with your favorite coloring technique, which is what we're going to be doing today. You'll love the look of these delicate line art flowers on your cards and other creations. And I wonder, have you even noticed this stamp set in the catalog? Because I hadn't at first, and now that I have this set, I love it. I'm also going to be using some of the Dandy Designer Series paper because it is perfect for any season or occasion. It includes versatile patterns such as plaids, polka dots, and stripes. Let's turn it over so you can see the other side. You can make this paper the background for a card or a scrapbook page, which is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using it on the fun fold today. Or you can cut it into strips or accent pieces. What I would suggest, since this is part of a free celebration choice for $100 or more, I suggest that you grab a few friends, you throw in a bunch of products that you want to order, create this $100 order, and earn this pack for free. And then share it around with everyone. Because there are 48 sheets in one pack. That is a whole lot of crafting coming your way. So I've decided I'm going to use this image from the Decorative Borders stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it onto a strip of basic white cardstock. Here it is, all mounted and ready to go. And as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, I think these images are perfect to stamp in black and then color. So I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo black ink. And because this is quite a long image, I'm going to put it face up on my table, and then I'm just going to add the ink to it that way. And then I'm going to stamp it down in the center like so. And then what I'm going to do is bring in two colors of my Stampin' Blends. I've got Granny Apple Green and I have Balmy Blue, and I'm going to use these two colors to color the image. So I'll go ahead and do that so you don't have to sit and watch me coloring. And then I'll come back, I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll move on to the next step in this fun fold. Back in a moment. And there we go, I have my image colored. What I did was I used the Balmy Blue on the flowers and then obviously the Granny Apple Green on the leaves. But I also used the Granny Apple Green on the stems as well, so it would add a little bit of more of a green color. So this is one of the accents I'm going to use on my fun fold. The next thing I want to do is bring in a scrap piece of basic white for my phrase. And I've decided that I'm going to use my framed florets for the phrase, and I'm going to use the one that says, "So lucky to call you friend." So I have that mounted onto a clear block. And again, I'm going to use my Memento ink, and I'm going to make my phrase black. Okay, I have my phrase done, and I want to layer it onto a piece of balmy blue, and I'll do that using my multi-purpose liquid glue. And now it's time to make the fun fold. So I have a piece of balmy blue cardstock, and I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored, and I'll walk you through how I did this. So you're going to lay it the long side across the top of your Simply Scored, and then you're going to score it at 2 3/4 and at 6 3/4. Again, 2 3/4 inches, 6 3/4 inches. Then, to create this fun fold, the shorter, I guess, scored piece, you're going to fold up, and let me grab my bone folder, and then crease it. And then you're going to take this flap and fold it down so that it overlaps the bottom piece. And that's going to be our fun fold. And now let's decorate it with designer series paper and some elements. I've chosen this pattern from the Dandy Designs designer series paper pack. And what I did was I cut off a bottom strip, and I'm just showing it to you this way in case you decide to use a designer series paper that has quite a distinctive pattern on it. You want to make sure that when you create these two strips that you lay them down on your project so that they still line up and they look visibly coordinated. So I'm going to take this top part and I am going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue and adhere it down to the top flap. And keeping in mind that I want these designs to line up visibly, I'm going to take the smaller strip and I'm going to adhere it down, but I'm going to adhere it to the bottom part of this smaller flap. I'll show you why. If I glued it up here, then I bring this down. We've got this sort of open spot, so I don't want to do that. I want to glue the smaller piece or adhere the smaller piece to the bottom of the smaller flap. I hope that makes sense. Now the next thing I want to do is bring in my Decorative Borders strip, and I want to adhere that to the top flap of my fun fold. The next thing I want to do is take my phrase and I want to adhere only the top part to my card front. So I'm going to add a little bit of my multi-purpose liquid glue and I'm going to adhere it like so, so that, it's just a little bit crooked here, so that when I open it up, right, if I adhered the whole thing down, then I wouldn't be able to open up my fun fold. Now, let's talk about what to do on the inside. I think the really fun part about this fun fold is that you can create a pocket by using this bottom flap. So I am going to take 2 pieces of my Terri tape. Oh, I'm gonna have to trim that off. I didn't cut it off very correctly. Oh, on both sides. So I'll grab my paper snips and I will cut off the overhang, and then I'm going to peel off the other side or the top part, fold this up, and that'll create a pocket. I'll show you what I mean when I come back. All right, I have these 2 sides adhered down flat to create this little pocket for the inside of my fun fold. Now, I'm sure you have a great imagination and can think of many things that you could slip inside this fun fold pocket. But what I'm going to do is take a piece of basic white and I'm going to create a little pocket insert for my fun fold. But of course, I can't do that without decorating it. So let's come back to the Decorative Borders. And look, we've got this corner stamp. So I'm going to ink that up and stamp it down and color it using Granny Apple Green and Balmy Blue. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. And there we go. I have my little pocket piece colored and ready to slide inside. I could add a phrase if I wanted to, or I could just simply leave it blank and handwrite a message to my friend. So I'm going to slip this in here for now. And now let's talk about embellishments. I've decided to use some of my iridescent pearls, basic jewels. I love the simplicity and beauty. I guess it's sort of a very elegant look. So to me, pearls are the perfect match. So I'm going to take one of the larger pearls and I'm going to put it at the center of this flower. And then I'm going to take a couple of additional pearls and just add them as accents. And there we go. My fun fold card is done and ready to give to someone special for her birthday this year. Want to see another fun fold card idea? Then watch this video next. And if you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for all of the layers and pieces, I will link to my blog article in the description box under this video. You can link over there and get all the information you need, along with ordering numbers in case you want to order the Decorative Borders stamp set to create this card at home. I'm Terry. I am nuts about stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.